Welcome to the Whiskey Chasers, where we talk about our passion for whiskey and its history, either amongst ourselves or while interviewing distilleries, all while enjoying a glass. I'm Steve.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Chris.
Please enjoy responsibly while enjoying this week's episode of the Whiskey Chasers.
How do you say it?
Glenallachie.
Glenallachie.
I couldn't tell if those
That
are
sounds like
L's or
something you
R's.
say. Yahtzee. That's what I'm thinking
But
of.
wait.
Glenallachie.
It says the Glenallachie.
Oh.
That's a distinguishing fact
Right,
to me.
exactly. It's like the Ohio State University.
Dude, I just got very excited about the tobacco I picked with this.
Oh,
'Cause
fantastic.
it's going to go very well. And I didn't even do that on purpose.
Oh, okay. There's even a sticker that says for the UK market.
Oh, not even for us Americans.
No. We're us lowlands.
Us losers.
Americans.
You American swine. That's more German. Yeah. It's not quite Scottish. I don't even think they say swine.
Okay, so I told you guys that I got this from my buddy Paul Sutherland.
Yep.
He's from
All
Glasgow.
I can think of is Kiefer Sutherland.
I know, same, and it's spelled the exact same way too.
Even the first name? That's crazy.
I love Kiefer Sutherland, by the way, and his dad Donald. Both of them, fantastic.
They're incredible
Just
actors.
great actors.
Yeah. So Paul brought this from Glasgow. I had a business trip in New York, and he brought it to me, which I was like shocked that he brought it. So anyway, I just said it was a
He brought it
really,
from Glasgow.
from Glasgow. Yeah. And this is one that you cannot get in the United States. So that's why I wanted to share it with
This
the
is
club.
something cool. Let's all strap in for the moment, like because this thing just threw me. I can't think of the last time I've been on the podcast where I've been thrown so far for a loop. It's been a minute.
Yeah, what's throwing you off? What's
It's
throwing
not
the
off.
loop? What's on?
This has got some very unique, different flavors. I've never had anything like it.
Okay.
It's not often you get to try something that you're kind of like, ooh, this is challenging my brain right now.
It's still going.
I know, right?
I know. It's lingering. You get. I just saw the look on your face, Steve. This is like.
But it's a weird linger.
Somebody just walked up and smacked me in the face and was like,
What is this? High proof.
Again, this is a weird linger. This is not like a linger in the back of the throat. This is a linger on the tongue.
Yeah.
it's got
Agreed.
different weird flavors going on. It's going to take me a minute to tweeze it out.
Yeah.
This is like.
How is this not for
something-
America?
No, this is something we've got to. Just when you think you've tried it all.
This brand is in America.
Right.
This bottle is not.
Correct. Sorry.
But yeah, this is really
Something
interesting.
quite interesting. Yeah. No color added, by the way.
Oh,
Says,
good.
says it on the bottom. Just if
Yeah.
anybody was worried.
We're going to get more into all this, but the guy that does this and the guy that owns it is very much into finishings and is very into that. Like a quote of his is about 70% of the flavor comes from the wood, is what he believes.
I mean, even
So-
just on the box, it says it has been a hidden gem for many years and was almost unheard of until we took it back into private ownership.
The brand?
The jewels
brand,
in our
yeah.
crown, the spirit, maturing in cask lice, safely tucked away. This is something.
Well, I will say I would agree. The brand itself I've seen around on shelves, Glenallachie.
Glenallachie.
I've seen it on shelves and I go, it's not expensive, but it's not on my list.
We're just getting started, but I just want to say, I just want to preface this episode that this is something I've not tried before. Like this is not like anything I've tried before.
This is whew.
And before we get too far into it, because I don't want to, now that I've had a sip and I'm thoroughly kerfluffled, I want to, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to crack a 10 that is from 2017. So it's got some age on it.
Okay. Yep, about 8 years. Nice.
Something I've never tried. Something that I bought when it first came out, and I have not tried it to this day. It's called Stonehenge Flake. You ever heard of this?
Stonehenge Flake?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge?
Like
No.
in
Like a door hinge?
That's in Scotland, right? It's called Stonehenge. So it's even on the thing. See the Stonehenge, right? This is something I've never tried. It's by Cornell and Deal. This might be this is GOPs. GOPs. But this took there was a lot of work that went into this pipe tobacco. Like this was not something that they made lightly. There was a lot of work that went into this, and I remember when it first came out, there was a lot of mixed reviews. People either loved it or hated it. kind of a Lakeland-esque tobacco, but it says that it took about nearly a year to develop this. It's a modern Virginia Perique steeped in English tradition. Virginia's layered with for Louisiana Perique, just a touch of burley for body and fuller flavor. Then it's steamed and hot pressed and matured. The cakes are thinly sliced and tinned, ready for smoking pleasure today and for many years to come. So this was something that, like, when it came out, was like, the idea was like cellar it or smoke it, which you don't typically get. It's usually kind of one or the other. So it's both. But a lot of people said this was very Lakeland-esque. So that potpourri, flowery, soapy kind of a thing that people say. I've never tried it. I've been wanting to try this for a long time. Like I said, 2017. So it's been waiting. I've not tried it. So we're going to see it. And then it's Scottish. I mean, I think this might work with it. So we'll see. Find out.
Well, there we go.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a really good one. So, real quick while you're opening that. So, I looked at the pronunciation just to, be, respectful. Glenallachie.
Lachie. Okay.
So, like, Loch Ness Monster, Loch. It's the same thing. So, the lakes there's a lot of lakes, deep and cold lakes in Scotland. And all of them have the name Loch something. And
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
Glenallachie.
Lachie. What does that mean, I wonder?
That sounds better. When I said like that's not really a sound in Scotch.
That's like an American thing. The CH makes a ch.
We Americanized it. So it would be Glenallachie. Like with exactly. Like throat. There's more of a throat.
Clear the throat in the process.
Yeah, exactly. So
Frito.
Well, he's tearing apart that flake for us. This is from a gentleman named Billy Walker. So Billy Walker is the master distiller.
American?
Sounds like a singer.
I know it. Well, it is actually. As I was doing my research, there is a country music singer named Billy Walker, and it was hard to parse out the two people. They are separate people.
Billy Ray Cyrus's protege, Billy Walker. My achy breaky Scotch.
This brand came out in the 60s, so 1967. And it was not really sold as a single malt or as its own brand. It was used in other mixed blends, which is what a lot of Scotch companies are. They're used for just blends for different things. Billy came in 2017 and bought it. So he's the master distiller and he purchased it. He's been a master distiller for over 50 years for other companies. So he's a well-known person in Scotland. He's in like Scotch Hall of Fame.
That would make him super old, right? Because like say he was 18 when he got into it, and then 50 years plus 18, that dude's 68 years old and then got into this.
Yeah, exactly. He got started in 72, so that's when he started working in the Scotch world.
Man, the 70s must have been different over there in Scotland.
Right? And he did a lot of chemistry. He has a degree in chemistry and did a lot of that, but he started working for Ballantine's blending.
So, good old Ballantines. Yeah.
So that's how he started working for them and then rose up through the ranks. He's been master distiller a few other places and everything. But then he decided he wanted to start owning and doing some more stuff. So him and a few other partners get together and they have bought a few brands, this one being his most prominent. But his thoughts are very much around finishings and all of that. So it's a quote of his that 70% of flavor comes from the wood. They play around a lot with the different casks in this company. This one is a Cuvee. Which is a wine.
It is.
Yep.
Do you know what the idea of Cuvee is?
No, tell me.
So the podcast first got introduced to French Cuvee when we did the makers. And we had no idea how to pronounce it. I think a Cuvee was one of the things we tried to say. But it's French Cuvee. So Cuvee is actually used by wineries. It's their idea of blending like we do for Scotch. So it's not a type of wine. It's the idea of blending multiple wines together to get the same flavor every time. And they're typically wines from like a blended Scotch from different regions or different places, all red or all white. That's the idea of what Cuvee is. It's not just one specific style or type of wine. It may be red wine, but a blend of multiple reds in that for it to rest.
And this is part of his wine finishing series. So this is the wine series. And he believes that wine is so good for this because it has never experienced a high proof spirit before. So because of that, it just draws out the flavor a lot more when you add in a high proof spirit into the wood. It's able to kind of break through those tannins or whatever and really bring it out the flavor quite a bit.
So this one, the Cuvee, he takes that idea from the winery. Right, so he does there's 4 different wine types barrels that he let this finish in before blending all 4 together. So 2 were from Bordeaux, and 2 from ones I can't pronounce, Valpolicella and Languedoc. So 4 different types of like regions, and then that's what he did. That's the Cuvee idea. So not necessarily a wine, like a type of wine, but the idea of Cuvee for wine.
Chivas was the original people of this brand. So they were the ones that actually started Glenallachie in the 60s, but he bought it in 2017.
The father-in-law seems to really like Chivas for a blended scotch. I think that's what he normally had at the house.
Regal.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting tobacco along with a very interesting wine. I think you're going to find that the two are so unique in their own right that they're actually good together because this is a very unique tobacco, and it's a very unique wine finish on the scotch. I can tell the scotch is good, but here's what's throwing me for a loop. It's the wine. It's the wine finish. It's very stewed fruit.
It's 3 types of wine, different wine. Yeah.
Stewed fruit?
Stewed fruit, like that's been pressed together and added to a whiskey. And I think that that's what is for me, like really the prominent thing going on is the wine.
You know, it is almost like have you guys ever made even like a berry reduction for like a pie, or did like I like to do like simple syrups with like fruit and let those break down? That's what this reminds me of. But like a dark berry, like a dark red or like a blackberry blueberry combination where it's very dark, but there's that natural sweetness that comes into play with it.
I think it's a lot of berries, strawberries and blueberries, almost like Jello fruit. Yeah. Like the fruit Jello or whatever, you know what I mean? But then it's like stewed, like cooked and pressed and then added to a very good whiskey.
Why is this not available here?
I know, right? Well,
Golly.
so the proof on this is it's 80.
It's
right?
80. Well, it's slightly more.
This is only 80 proof?
No,
That's what I thought too.
It's a little bit more than 80.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it said 40.
96.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so then that's why. Okay, the 8 looked like a 0 to my older eyes.
Yes.
And I don't have my
and
readers
Scotch,
on.
Scotch is normally 80.
That is a higher proof for a scotch.
Yes.
It is, but and I noticed that too when at first but then I looked at the bottle and to my old eyes it looked like a 0 and it's an 8. So okay, that makes sense to me. Now I'm not as flabbergasted as I was.
And that is the proof that all Glenallachie's are. They're always at this proof.
So this is semi on topic, semi off, maybe.
Not us.
I know, right?
Next year for the Founders Club is going to be unicorn bottles. And so Chris and I were talking about this idea of what's a unicorn bottle. Like, what do we consider a unicorn bottle? What should be considered a unicorn bottle? This is not by any standards, American standards, a unicorn bottle, but this is one that I would love for the club because it is a unicorn within Scotch. I don't think I've ever had anything like this in the
meets my
Scotch world.
definition of a unicorn bottle that I was telling you about. This is because it's unique. It's not like anything else. For me, what a unicorn bottle is uniqueness paired with maybe not available. Because if you can just get it, then I mean, it is unique, but you can get it. You know what I mean? So when you pair like something that's harder to get, not impossible, but harder to get with a very unique, distinct flavor, to me, that whether you like it or not, that meets the definition of a unicorn bottle.
And that fits this. I mean, this is, I don't know that I've had
I've never had anything like this.
any Scotch like this.
Yeah, agreed. From a unicorn bottle perspective, this is a winner.
It is.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever
because
had-
I've never had something like
I
this
don't know if
either.
I've ever had any tobacco like this. I don't know what you think, Steve. Once I get this lit, but like from the first kind of initial charring light, this is a very different tobacco.
Where's the tin?
I know that I've never had any tobacco like this.
I just finished stuffing, so I will light her up here.
I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. I'm not quite there yet. All I can say at the moment is it's very distinctively different when you smoke it.
This smells really good.
Yeah.
I like this way better than the last one. This is, that's amazing.
It's like, it's just got a whole, I hate to say mouthfeel, but this has got like a whole mouthfeel, this tobacco.
I definitely like the smell. I don't know, Nick.
I like the smell. I'm curious on over time how the smell is going to impact, like pair with the flavor.
Yeah,
of this.
I don't know. It's very creamy, but it's got this almost, it's almost an off flavor, but I'm enjoying it because it's unique. I don't know how to describe it yet.
Well, when you say off, what do you mean? Like off-putting?
Not off-putting, like off, like not a normal flavor.
Okay.
Like, and I think people, you either like it or don't like it. It's a unique. It's off in the way that fruitcake. Some people like it, and some people don't like it. Right? There's no in betweeners on fruitcake, and I think some people would eat fruitcake and say, "I don't like this. It's off." You know what I mean?
It's interesting you say fruitcake because the smell of both of you guys lighting up. It reminds me of like that bready, weedy kind of smell.
Like bread pudding, fruitcake kind of.
Yeah. Yep. Which I think is great for this whiskey.
Well, I was gonna say because that's kind of what I get with the whiskey as well. Is that stewed fruit? And it's very wine forward, but a different kind of wine.
I don't know that I've ever had a wine finish like this.
I've never had a wine finish like this or wine like this.
Yeah, we've had Bordeaux finish stuff before, but not this.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And you said this brand almost died out at one point?
Right. It was just being used as a, like I said, just like a blending bottle. Glenallachie was just, they didn't put out anything under their name. It was always just being used for various blends by other Scotch companies. So it was just a blending bottle until this Billy Walker took over. And that's when he started. They do have like a line of just regular stuff, but they're definitely known for their finishes. And not only their finishes, but also they mature bottles or mature casks in other types of wood. So they don't just finish in other types of wood. They'll do other things in different woods also.
So I'm a big fan of a good Cuvee wine, right? From my perspective, okay, we started with the monkey shoulder. We moved along to the Isle of Skye, and here we are with the Glenallachie. Yeah. And I wonder strongly now.
Are you a Scotch guy?
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
Yeah.
You got to find the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I think I may have like started off too smoky.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or too peaty or
gimmicky.
something. Exactly. Yeah. But this is not that.
Now,
And
Cuvee,
so I like
is
the
that
blend.
a designation on the quality of something, or is that a type? Because there's Cuvee champagne.
It's a blend. It's the way. So Cuvee within wine is referred to as a style of blending like red wines together, different types of red wine into one finished product,
Okay,
or different types of white.
I thought it was almost a rating of quality.
I did too.
Because there's champagne that's Cuvee.
From what I understand, the Cuvee is that idea of the blending. Like but it's very like specific in what they blend. They don't do red and whites together. It'd have to be the same kind of a red or the same type of product.
It's almost like a sangria type of the amount of fruit. You know what I mean? Not sangria, but like the amount of fruit that goes into that. You know what I mean? That's almost what you get. It encompasses so many different types of fruit that's been kind of stewed together and matured. And then you mix that kind of a flavor with the whiskey, which in and itself is very good.
It is very fruit forward. But like you said, kind of a cooked fruit. Like it has like a
Stewed is a good word.
yeah, stewed is a good word because it doesn't have the like sweetness of fresh fruit, but it does have some like the flavor of fruit, but it doesn't have that like sweetness from fresh stuff, you know? So like the stewed idea
I'm
is,
not talking about sweetness.
Exactly, yeah. But it does have the flavors of it and very berry. Like to me, I get a lot of berry on it. And I don't know if it's because of this or what, but for the pipe, what I'm getting is almost like an orchard that just got rained on.
I love that.
Like you get some of the like peach or like a peach orchard or like a fresh peach, but it's like in the air. It's not like you're not smelling a peach. It's just like
the environment
the environment
ripening
of it.
it.
Yeah, it's like a ripening, but it's like wet like a summer day wet along with that. It's a weird flavor.
Yeah, like a midday storm had passed through, and now the air is interacting with the fruit to further ripen it. And it's the peaches and the apples and the leaves and the soil.
It's funny you bring that up because I was thinking after my second sip of this, man, do you guys remember the Bren 10, the French single malt that we had that was champagne, like champagne yeast was used in it? That's what this reminds me of. And not the same necessarily champagne feel or French feel, but it's very spring. I could drink this on the porch during the spring, like when rain is coming down and you got a storm kind of rolling in, or it's just flickering, like just sprinkling down. I could sit on the porch and just sit there and sip this.
This is spring and or early fall.
Yeah, well, and so like, okay, so we're drinking this along with the tobacco you guys are smoking. It's literally like a picture from the fall, like the leaves are falling and stuff like that. That's, I don't know, like,
which is kind of funny because you grew up in Indiana.
I did.
So growing up in Indiana full time, like Thanksgiving, when you hit like a week before Thanksgiving, it might be snowing. It's like 30 some degrees, maybe snowing.
Lake Michigan snow, Northern Indiana, 100%. Yes.
And then you move here to Columbus and you're like, man, Thanksgiving's is like, it's like warm.
You're outside. Compared to that.
Like it's like 40 degrees. I could be outside. It might be a little bit of like cool, maybe damp air, but that fits this. Like this glass fits that idea. My idea of like childhood memory of Thanksgiving, this is like, it's still too light. We need like heavy to fit that like 30 minus degrees and snowing. And that's what I picture for Thanksgiving. It's slowly starting to change. And what it's changing to fits this glass, and this glass fits that change.
Absolutely.
Like it very much fits that like kind of fall, chilly, kind of damp, but not enough for you to be like, okay, I'm going to throw on a coat or two.
Yeah, I love it, honestly. And well, I think part of what's like making this really good for me is the smoke. I love that smell, and along with the taste.
I had no way of knowing because I've never smoked this before, but this is the perfect pairing.
This is such a pleasant experience.
I don't know how you do that. You just like saw Stonehenge on the tin, and you're like,
I read the components, and I thought, okay, and it's got the age, and I just thought, and to further it, and I feel bad for you, Steve, because I'm having a Nirvana pipe experience, which we've talked about before. So not only did I pick the right tobacco with the right whiskey, I picked the right pipe. I'm smoking this Brigham pipe with this briar stem, which is a very unique thing. And I'm telling you, it's like nothing has ever been smoked in this pipe before until now. This is like, it's like the perfect guy behind the wheel of the car. It's like, however you want to describe it. It's that perfect experience for the perfect thing. Like, I will never smoke another blend in this pipe after this because it's a Nirvana experience. I have a few pipes like that. I've only experienced it a few times, but it's like the perfect smoking experience is the way that Nirvana is. And it's just doesn't get any better than this.
So how long have you smoked pipes? Because I don't
think enough.
I was into the idea of smoking a pipe before I was 18. I owned pipes. When my grandfather passed away, he smoked pipes, which is most pipe smokers will tell you that's how they got started. Their dad or their grandpa. My grandpa smoked pipes. He passed away when I was like 15 or something like that. And he actually left me his pipes because I would sit out there and I would love to smell it. I'd be like, Grandpa, smoke a pipe, And he would smoke pipes and I would sit out there and we'd talk and he'd smoke. So when he actually passed away, he like handed me down these pipes, these two, and I still have them. I still smoke them. And so I had these pipes for a couple years, and I thought, as soon as I get 18, I'm gonna buy pipe tobacco and I'm gonna smoke pipes. Like, I don't care if it's weird or not. I think it's cool, So I turned 18, started smoking a pipe, and from that moment on, I've been a pipe smoker. I've never quit. I've just progressed because when I first started, it was the cherry Cavendishes, it was the aromatics, it was the not good experience. Now, a lot of people start with that and then they quit. I didn't because I knew it was something I wanted to do. And luckily, what I did was pretty early on, I fell into a pipe night club, like a club, where I would go on Tuesday nights to this pipe cigar store. And there was these old guys, like, anywhere from, I think the youngest I was like 30 something to like guys in their 80s, World War II dudes, like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're sitting there smoking pipes. They've been smoking pipes for 40 years or whatever. And I'm this, 18, 20-year-old guy or whatever. And they're giving me stuff and they're explaining how to do it. And I would sit there and I would learn and I would smoke and we'd talk. And so I heard stories. I got to try new things. I got to try different techniques, learning how to light it, how to pack it, all this stuff. Those guys they're so generous. The pipe smoking community is so generous. They give me tobacco, they give me pipes, all this stuff. So I was able to learn really quickly, which was cool. And it just grew and grew and grew. I mean, by the time I was 25, so I had 5, 6, 7 years of pipe smoking at that point. I mean, I had like 40 pipes and I tried almost all the blends you could get. At that point, McClellan was like my go-to. And that was like in their prime. So I was just smoking the crap out of it, and now it's no longer a thing. So all these new guys getting into it, they're like, oh, McClellan. I'm like, well, there was a time where you could just go and get that stuff for $9 a 10, on sale $7. Like now, you can't get any 10s for less than $13, $14, $15. You know what I mean? It's just, everything's gone up. But bulk blends used to be had for like $1 an ounce or something, it was crazy. But yeah, so I've been smoking, I'm 36 now, since I was 18. So that's like more than half my life, probably.
That's incredible. Yeah, I was curious just because. So I have a buddy from college. The first college I went to was up in Michigan, Spring Arbor College. This guy Jeremy Rush that I met up there, he was super ADD. He knew it. Like I remember the day of writing a term paper or whatever. I'm going somewhere with the story, by the way. He's like, hey, I need some help finishing this paper. I'm like, when is it due? He's like, this morning. I'm like, and like when? And he's like, in 1 hour. And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, I could type whatever you put in. Like, what's the paper about? And so I'm like, because I was good. I'm like, I can type fast. Yeah. And so we type this paper and get it out and stuff like that. And he ended up leaving school or whatever. But this guy is absolutely incredible. So in the wintertime in Michigan, it's super cold. So they can't. You have to wait for funerals and burying people.
Yeah.
Because,
you can't even get in the ground. Yeah.
So, but his business is like he works for somebody that carves gravestones. So in the winter, that's what he does. And every the rest of the year, the winter and stuff like that, like he has a brand called Beardcore. He's got this huge beard and stuff like that. One of the things he enjoys doing a lot is smoking pipes. I'm like, oh, you're telling me these stories. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get you in touch with Jeremy. He comes down to Columbus at least once a year. So I'm going to see if I'll send him the podcast, but I also put him in touch with you. And
yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, you guys would hang out and
makes
talk
sense.
stuff.
I mean, not to like out myself as having ADD, but like maybe, but if somebody who is a little hyper, you know what I mean? It's a good thing because it keeps your hands occupied. It keeps your everything. It's a whole thing that actually like will help you kind of settle in.
Yeah. Right. It's a little bit meditative in terms of like, because I'm also kind of ADD, and so
aren't we all?
We all so, like it's a good fidget.
I'm not,
but
surely
my wife is. I'm not.
But like the packing process, the smoke, like to smoke a pipe, it takes like an hour to like sit and do it, and so you really have to like take a second and concentrate. It kind of forces you into the moment.
Yeah.
And so it's really good for you if you have some like mild ADD to like just kind of focus up for a minute. And it's a good use for that. See, it's actually it's medicine, really. Right. I mean,
hey, there's studies. Pipe smokers live longer than non-pipe smokers.
I mean,
somebody's studying something for sure.
Yeah. What are the really long
church words?
Okay, so
Gandalf pipes is what I call them.
Gandalf pipes. So he's like an ambassador for those. He goes to shows in Chicago for he like I don't know. He's a bartender. He's so interesting. That's why part of the reason why I don't know.
He sounds like a cool guy.
You have a lot of stories, Chris. So that's why I say I got to put you in touch with him. Anyway,
sounds like an interesting guy.
Yeah.
If he likes pipes, he's all right by me. You know.
So, question about I keep going back to me being very disappointed. I can't get this in America.
I'm starting to get a little upset.
This is also 700. Did you notice that? It's also a 700 milliliter. Not 750. Yeah.
Yeah, which is my big thing of like, okay, this came from Europe at that point.
Very, very European.
Do you guys think that they don't believe we would enjoy this? Or are they holding the best part for themselves? Are
I
they
think it's a
holding back?
specialty bottle, and I don't think they could make enough to send it to America.
Oh.
Yeah. And so, like, you don't send your best stuff out of your hometown or out of your area.
Especially if it's selling
So,
well.
Yeah.
But did you see the price point?
I did not.
It's
What
like
is the-
$100.
It's $100. Okay.
No.
Right. That's what I thought too. Compared to the last one, I was like, oh my gosh.
$100.
This
Yeah.
is $100.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
euros.
It said $100,
Hold on,
like
hold on.
dollars.
That's,
I don't. Maybe I looked
well,
it up too quickly and it was wrong.
No.
If this is
Next time
$100
it's
I'll
American
53,
Scotch,
so 53 pounds, 54 pounds.
54 pounds.
Pounds is all I can get pound wise. I can get poundage. That's about it.
Which would be closer to. But man, I swear I looked
This
it
is
up.
something
and
I
should-
want like all the time.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so unique. It's so different. It's got all the things going for it. And if you add price on top of it,
Holy
gonna
crap!
lose my mind.
If it's 53 pounds,
Yeah.
you said that's 71.84 American.
Hold on. Do you guys know the age on this guy?
9 years.
No,
Oh, that's
9
what I see.
years.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought too.
It's a 9-year-old.
that's why the price. But 9 years for a Scotch. But the thing is, because the whiskey's good.
There
but
we
it's
go.
the finishing
Yes,
that is
I was about
really
to say
holding
9
it up.
years for Scotch. I don't really go for that young.
$71 is a stale. That's the wine series, but it's a different one.
Oh, it's a different
Yeah.
one. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's what I was looking
Yeah.
at. So
Or I
But
think it might
still,
be
like,
because this particular bottle is not currently for sale.
You know that
Um,
reminds me of is it Highland Park? No, is it Highland Park? There's a Scotch brand that uses low age, relatively low
Ardbeg.
age Scotch Ardbeg,
Ardbeg does a low age.
and they do really well too. Where they don't use super aged stuff, but they're doing a really good job with everything else. That it's making up for the honestly, it's more than making up for the age because Scotch has always been so aged, but that doesn't always equate to flavor. But now they're adding these extra flavors with something that's decently aged, and it's really kind of shining for a cheaper price point.
I honestly believe if this brand would bring this over to America, this brand would shine and grow.
100% agree with
tenfold.
that.
I
here in
think
America.
I think this would become super,
Yeah,
especially
so-
for the price.
1,000%.
Can you? Okay, it has been so difficult for me since March of this year. I don't know when it was in New York, but it's been months, almost half a year, not sharing this with the club. I cannot wait for the rest of the guys to.
Oh, they're gonna love it because it's so different. It's such a departure from anything.
Right. It's so strange.
From the first sip, I was like, my head's spinning like a top. This is something.
$72, $100, whatever. Like that's a good price
So
for this.
Chris tasted it before me, and I mean, I know podcast listeners can't see
his face.
What?
I
No,
know.
what it was? It wasn't
Yeah.
just his face. There was a whole body motion, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't taste it," and I'm like, "I don't know what's going on," but you guys know, and then I had, I'm like, "Oh, that's it," and that's when it clicked. I was like, "Yeah, this is a good bottle."
This is a good
special.
bottle.
I mean, it honestly has been a very long time since I've had a bottle, even on the podcast or period, that I've gone, never had anything like this before. Never had this experience before. Like, this is something
Micah
new.
brought it to us.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Massive
Paul,
thanks to your
yeah,
friend. Yeah.
Paul Sutherland.
Paul,
so he
thank
brought, it,
you.
he brought it to us. He brought it to me, and I'm like, "Oh God, I have to share this with the club." And then Nick was like, "Hey, you want to join the podcast? Okay, can we use the bottle?"
Yeah.
Okay, can we do this?
There we go.
So,
So, make sure
good
he
job,
knows
Paul.
that this is on here.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
I'll send it to him.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Especially guys that drink stuff, I mean, and different things all the time, and to be thrown for a loop like that, that's cool. That's
It's
something
cool,
special.
yeah.
It's cool. It's something.
The funny thing is, I saw you guys pour it, and I was like, wow, this is really light.
it
like,
doesn't look.
Is this
super
is this
dark,
gonna be like is this gonna pack enough? I don't. Space Side is not my first pick to begin with. Space Side's already normally light. This is coming out looking very light, but it also has this red violet hue to it, which is weird.
It's almost rose. The color's almost rose, but I will say it's lighter in color than that monkey shoulder.
But the flavor is not light at all. I mean, this is like if you're a champagne. So if you like
a
cognac,
rose champagne, that is kind of the color.
if you like cognac finished bourbon, this is your bottle because it kind of has that like a little bit of smoky from scotch, not too intense, but it also packs that almost champagne cognac kind of feel.
Fruit, stew fruit. That's what I mean. Is there any surprise? I'm loving this.
No,
because I'm the cognac finish guy.
When you say like red stew fruit and like, so I think of bourbon finishes, and I think of like they like the dry wine, which dries it out even more for the bourbon. This is not that dry red wine.
No, when I say stewed,
this is like fresh.
When I say stewed, think of red beans and rice or gumbo that's been cooking all day, slowly simmering. Now imagine that with like the fruits that you would put into a wine like this. And then you take those fruits when they're just about, they can't take any more temperature. And then you squeeze them and you press them. You age that and you throw it in with the whiskey. I mean, forget about it, right? This is something extra.
We've talked about several times on the podcast in the club. There are moments where Chris and I open a bottle and finish a bottle. There was a Christmas bottle we did. We started at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and it was perfect. It was light. This is like if I was going all out in the experience, this is the morning Thanksgiving bottle. I'm going to probably finish this before we dive into the turkey. And then we're going to open another bottle that's more hearty for the end. Yeah. Like, that would be perfect.
That sounds like a great Thanksgiving.
Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Like, man.
Yeah, this is one to drink during the Macy's Day of the Parade.
Yes. Yeah. This is before the cranberry sauce, but prepping you for the cranberry sauce. Of like, there's something more to come. But this is a really good starter.
Paul did a good job.
Yeah, yes, he did. Man,
if only did he try it before he bought it?
I'm sure he did. Okay. Yeah.
Just not this bottle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not this particular bottle.
This one, but
he is. He's a connoisseur as well. Yeah. So I pick his brain periodically. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I will.
I've always had this thought and wondered how many different bottlings are over there in Scotland that we don't know about. Of like a Lafroig that you're like, oh my gosh, this would be amazing. And they're like, yeah, it's over here. Well, come over here, bring it over here. Like, why are you keeping it for yourself? Right. Like, please share. I'm happy to share what I have. I'll share with you. Let's just trade. Like, it makes me wonder, like, okay, that is a strong possibility. And it's sad.
Well, so next time I go over and visit, I want to take him something. And one thing he keeps talking to me about is some whiskey from Texas.
Garrison Brothers? Still Austin?
Maybe. I have no idea. I need to find out.
Yeah,
so I can take it over.
Because I've got an old roommate down in Texas, so he might be able to find it for you and get it to me.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'll find out and let you know. But yeah, I'm supposed to go there in September.
This is why I would love to do like a barrel pick for the club, but buy like a huge barrel. And then store half away just to trade with people across the sea. Like, look, you can't get this anywhere else. Give me something I can't get over here.
And there's got to be a market for that, right?
I would hope.
Maybe there's a business opportunity right there. Yeah.
Kind of like that whiskey exchange.
Yeah, I've heard there's a whiskey exchange there.
You go.
Whiskey exchange. Interesting.
What is that?
That sounds familiar, oddly enough.
Do you want to hear something really depressing?
No.
You don't want to hear this.
Okay, then don't say it.
When I got that Stonehenge Flake, there was something they were producing. And it did well, so they were going to continue to produce it. So I never worried about it. And this is from 2017 when it came out. They quit making it in 2021.
Oh,
it's gone. They don't make it no more. Ugh.
That's really sad.
Ooh, brother.
Ooh, brother. Yeah. That is really
this is one
annoying.
to watch out for when we go to these pipe shows and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Because we were at one a few months back, and they had some old old stuff.
What?
We'll have to keep an eye on this.
You want to hear something even worse, Steve? There was Stonehenge Flake. There was Stonehenge Flake there.
Was it really?
Yeah, for like $30.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, I can get this anytime. Nope, I can't.
And that's the reason why people have fear of missing out.
Yeah,
right?
that's where you get the FOMO from.
Yes.
Mother effer, dude.
Yeah.
But I never knew because I never tried it.
No.
But, well, there you go.
Well, now we know. All right.
So what we need to do is write the GL piece, which is Cornell and Deal, and be like, if you don't bring this back, we will come there and we will like choke
cause
you.
havoc.
Yeah, I'm just gonna choke you out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop kick you in the face. Because you could make this, and you should make this.
Yeah.
This is really good pipe tobacco.
This is a very good pipe tobacco. I'm really liking the room note. I'm really liking the experience of it. With this glass, I mean, like Thanksgiving Day is a great like idea behind
100%.
this.
Yes.
Like this is
Turkey and cranberry does not go better with anything but this pairing.
Agreed. And I'm also enjoying the second, the smell.
This is the morning of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this is bread pudding and all the trimmings and the turkey and this is all the things.
Yeah.
This is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy that turkey. Send us another bottle if you can of this. But enjoy Thanksgiving over there in England too, I guess. That's the thing.
I don't think that's a
not
thing.
for that. But
Boxing Day, maybe?
Boxing Day
I
is
don't know.
close,
Like,
so I feel like it's
it
around
is
there.
close, yeah.
Yeah, they don't really. I actually, though, not to get off on a tangent, but I have heard other countries celebrate Thanksgiving, but not for the reasons we do. They do celebrate a day of Thanksgiving taken from our Thanksgiving, but not because
they model it off of
So a lot of people have modeled it because it kind of makes sense. It's a universal idea. It's not like 4th of July. This is not like celebrating independence. Thanksgiving isn't celebrating independence. It's celebrating a day of thanks for all the things we've been given.
Yeah.
So
And
it
all
kind
the
of makes
land
sense
we
for
took.
other countries to do that. Why not? I think it's a good little holiday for everybody to practice. Yeah.
Well, with that, we're on to the next.
On to the next. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you want more great content and other perks, be sure to support the show by clicking the link in the show notes. We can be reached on our website, whiskeychaserspod.com, with any ideas for the show. Thanks again.